Hey everybody, it's Mrs. Wenning. I hope you're all doing well. I just created this Loom video real quick for you guys to kind of show you how to use your computer and the programs on your school computer to create your video for this really cool project you guys are getting ready to do. And I'm so excited to be able to help you with it. Before we get started, I did want to show you our YouTube channel. So here we are. We are YouTube people now. And you'll have your story time with Perry High School Teacher Academy students. This will be the YouTube channel that Mrs. Wells can share with the preschool teachers who can then share with the parents, and the kids will be able to get on here and watch your video recordings and your activity. So as you can see, I have made a video and Mrs. Wells made a video. So pretty soon this will all be full of your videos. So I think that'll be really neat. I'm really excited to be a part of this. So let's get started. The first thing you need to do is take your video. So right here, we're going to go down to the Start menu, and we're going to click on that. And we're going to look at all of your programs on your computer, and we're just going to go down to the camera. Very simple. And there we are. Hey guys. So here's what we're going to be using is just the computer's camera. Super easy. If it happened to open up on this camera icon, just go ahead and click on the video camera icon, because that's what you're going to be doing, is taking a video. And as you can see, it's taping me in real time, but not saving it yet. And this is a really good opportunity for you to practice. And just a side note, I'm talking right now and I am looking at myself talking. And it's easy to do. We all do it, but you want to try to look at the camera on your computer, so you're actually making eye contact and like engaging your audience. So it's hard because I want to look at the person on the screen that's talking, but you want to try to look at the camera so you're actually engaging the audience in what you're saying. Another thing to think about is where you're sitting and the tilt of your computer. If you're doing your video and you're down here like this, you're not really in your frame very well. So you may want to consider changing your angle so you are in it, and the things you're presenting are in it, and it's not like you're holding up your book and it's you're missing half of it. You want to be aware of what's happening, and this is the perfect time to do that, to practice. Look at your lighting, see how reflective your cover is and the angle you need to hold it at so you can see it. Decide where you're going to hold your book next to you. Are you maybe you want to sit back and then give your audience a chance to see it by bringing it closer. And maybe you just want to have yourself peeking out a little bit. But don't forget, you do have to be able to see the words so you can read it. But you can always read it and then show a little bit. Give them a chance to see it. Okay? And you can just go through and decide maybe you like this side. I don't know, however you want to do it. But this is a perfect place for you to practice that. Practice your lighting. Definitely don't sit right in front of an open window, because you'll have light shining in behind you and you won't be able to see anything. Something that might work is if you have an area that doesn't have a lot of windows, then you can control the lighting a little bit more yourself. Not that we're making a blockbuster film and lighting is the biggest of deals, but it's just something to think about so whoever's watching can see what you're doing. You'll also notice that the words are backwards. Don't even worry about that. Even if I forget to say something about it in the video editor, I'm saying it now. This will not be a problem once we put it through the video editor. It'll automatically turn it the right way and you'll be fine. So we just have to make sure we put it through that so that happens. I've seen videos where all the words are backwards, and we don't want that to occur. So I definitely recommend using the using the software on your computer to do this just because I'm showing you how to do it. And if you have a problem, I can help you and Mrs. Wells can help you. Whereas if you're using something else, we might not know exactly how to help you. So anyways, this is where you want to practice. Definitely have your book, have all of your materials for your activity that you're doing, and just run through it. You don't have to run through it verbatim, but run through it. Kind of think about your timing, think about your placement, think about where you're going to be putting things. And then when you're ready to go ahead and click record. And definitely something to consider is giving yourself a couple of seconds. Like when it starts, give yourself maybe 3 seconds just to make sure you're there, because we can cut that off when we edit the video. And that way, I know I'm sure whenever everyone makes a video, you're always trying to make it look like you're not clicking the record button, which is exactly what you're doing, and everybody does it. But this way you can click the record button, wait a second, and then get started. Also, what can happen is you're trying to make it look like you're not clicking the button, so you start talking right away. And then again, sometimes the very beginning of your video gets cut off, and we don't necessarily want that to happen either. So those are just things to think about while you're videotaping. And definitely don't worry, as I say that, don't worry if you fumble over a word or make a mistake, because this is an opportunity to provide human interaction that we're all missing. It's a lot more authentic and human when you're doing something and you're talking through it, and the pages stick. Well, you know what? That happens when everybody reads a book, or you mispronounce something, or, you make a little comment, make a joke, laugh a little bit, have fun. That's what we're doing is we're trying to interact with our students the best that we can, being away from them, So just make it like you're in the room and you're doing it. You're not a robot. Do it, have fun. It's fun. So when you're done, click stop, and then it's done and it's automatically saved. I'm sure you heard that little, the little ba-da. If my computer would have been muted, you wouldn't have heard that, but my voice is still recording. So you may want to mute your computer and definitely turn off your phone while you're doing your recordings. And that way you won't have to worry about that. So anyhow, automatically saved. You are done with this part of your video. You have made your video. Good job. Hardest part is done. So I'm going to close the camera, and that's fine. You close the camera and that's it. You're good. You're just looking at your desktop now. That's exactly right. You did nothing wrong. That is perfect. So the next thing you're going to do is go down to the start menu, and you're going to look at your programs again, and you're going to go all the way down to the V's to the video editor. This is a necessary step because the video editor is going to make your words not be backwards, and it's going to give you a shareable file for your video. So you're going to click on this big blue box that says New Video Project. And then this will prompt you to name your video, which is good. So go ahead and name your video the name of your book. And Mrs. Wells put the name of the author, so you can go ahead and do that too. So I have Roly Poly Monster by Charity Tober, and I'm going to click OK. This is exactly how it should look. Your video is not in the video editor yet because we haven't put it there. So we're going to do that right now. So go up to your project library and click Add, and the other blue button here. And then from your PC, And it should go right to your camera roll, but if not, you're gonna click on pictures and then camera roll. And that's gonna take you to every picture and video you've taken on your computer. And more than likely, as you can see, I have been practicing and doing many different things. I've even done this video twice. So there's my mess up and there's this one. So let's hope we can do it this time. So more than likely, your last video is going to be the one that you want. So you're going to double click on that, and I'm going to go ahead and use my story since this is just a couple seconds of me talking to you guys. And it's in your project. Okay, that's all you have to do is double click and it automatically shows up in your project. You have one more step to do. You need to place it in your storyboard. So you can either click on these three dots right here and do place in storyboard, or you can simply drag it into your storyboard like that. Okay? Now, if that's all you want to do, then you can be done. And you can finish your video with this button right here, and that will give you the shareable video file. But I have to say there are a couple neat little things that you can do with this that you may want to take a look at. And I'm only going to go through a couple. But if you want to take time to mess around with these, definitely do it, because all of this is on your computer. This is provided to you from the school, so you might as well know how to use it. Now, this is what I was telling you about before. This is what you can use to trim your clip. So you can pull these tabs in here at the end and at the beginning to where you want them to be. All right. And that is up to you. You don't have to do that. But if you think, you want to take the beginning off or take the end off a little bit, you can use these tabs to pull it in, however many seconds you want. And that's what you would do. And then when you're finished, you'll click done, and the changes will be saved. Okay. The split effect you probably won't use. This would be if you wanted to divide, if you had multiple projects that you wanted to put in your storyboard, and you wanted to cut your video in half and insert something in the middle of it. Excuse me. That's what you would use that for. And I don't believe we're doing that for this. This is just a live reading of a book. I don't think we're going to get into that. This is a really fun effect, and I do think you guys should consider using it. I used this at the end of my video to put the website that was associated with my book, and I really thought that was cool. I thought that looked really nice. But another thing you could do is put your name. So you can just type your name here, and then you can pick how you'd like it to look. You can do simple, you could do loved, or you could do joy. And joy is super fun, I have to say, because we're teaching to preschoolers, and it's bright and fun. So something to think about. You can also decide where it's going to be. You can have it in the middle of your screen, taking up the whole thing. You can have it on the top. You can have it on the left. You can have it in the middle. You can have it on the bottom. And you can have it on the right. So that is totally up to you. I think I might put it on the bottom. I was going to put it on the right, but it's kind of small. I think I'm going to put it on the bottom. And that's where I would put that. Excuse me. And then you can also choose the duration of the text. So maybe you want your name up there for a couple seconds, rather than, maybe you want it up there for a couple seconds. So you can put it there. And then when you've got your words where you want them, you can click done, and it'll save. Motion, again, we don't need to add camera motion, because we have already, we don't need to add that effect to that. We've already created our video with the motion that we're going to be using. You don't need any different motion. You don't need it, you're not going to be zooming in and out. And then same with 3D effect. Whoops, sorry. Same with the 3D effects. They're fun, but I don't know that you'll be doing them. I'll go ahead and show you because I have to admit they're kind of fun. So let's say I needed some balloons in here, which I very well might. I might need some. So then I will click done, and I would have my awesome balloons right behind me. And then when I play it, you'll see I have my balloons. But anyways, that's something if you wanted something like that in there. And the same with filters. I don't think you're going to use them, but I will say if you find yourself in kind of a room that's lit kind of funny, you could change the lighting a little bit with these. As you can see, you can kind of change them. Adventure is kind of a nice one. Yeah. So you can, if you're interested. Whoa. But that's something you could play around with. And if you can play around with anything. You can always cancel it and then it won't be saved. So it's worthwhile. So anyways. So that is how you use those. So you can play around with those and make this how you want. And you can watch it when you're all done. You can go back and change it. You can change it so make it how you like it. Okay. And you'll notice when you go through, that that the words are the right way. Let's see, sorry, I just want to show you. Okay. I just wanted to show you real quick. Okay. So there you'll see Roly Poly Monster is the right way. It was backwards when I taped it, but in the video editor, it's the right way. So you're good. All right. Enough of me talking. Let's finish this video. So you'll click finish video and go ahead and do high resolution. Okay. It's going to take a little bit of time when we start saving it to your drive and stuff, but it'll be worth it. So export it. Save it to your desktop. Just save it to your desktop so you can find it. Okay? And what you're going to do is you've got it right there. You've got your name right there, and you've got desktop. Save it to your desktop. Okay? And then click export. And it will export. So I can move on. All right? When you're done, you will have your video. It will be on your it will be on your desktop. It'll be right there. It'll have the little, it's kind of hard to see because of my background, but as you can see, it'll look like a little film strip. You'll have your video right there, all ready to go. Okay? So you did it. Congratulations. Very good. You have one more thing you have to do. What you're going to do is you're going to go to your drive, and you need to drag this guy into your drive. Okay? Anywhere you want. You can put it in a file, a folder that you have for Teacher Academy, or just put it in anywhere you want. You need to copy it into your drive. Okay? And again, it's going to take a little bit of time. Let it go. When it's in your drive, it'll be this first thing here because it'll be the most recent thing you uploaded. And there it is. You will have pulled it into your drive. It'll be ready to go. You're going to right click on it and share. And you're going to share it with Mrs. Wells. And you're going to share it with me. Whoops. Spell my name right because I sure don't. Okay, you're going to do that, and then you'll click send, and then Mrs. Wells and I will get notifications that you have shared it with us, and then I can download your video onto the YouTube site, and it'll be live and ready to go. So I hope that kind of, helped you through that. I know this loom is kind of long, but you can stop it and start it as you're working. And definitely don't hesitate to email me. I can walk you through any situation, or we could do like Google Hangouts, or so I don't something like that if you're needing help. I don't think I have a way that I can access your screen and show you things. I'm not quite that cool, but if you have any questions, Mrs. Wells and I can walk you through. And I really am excited to see your videos. You guys are all really awesome, and everything I've done with you has always been so fun. And you guys are so enthusiastic, and I'm so excited to see what you come up with. So good luck. And again, like I said, email me if you have a problem, and I will hopefully get to see you soon. Bye.